Irene Lila Vanderplug, born February 13th, 2024, kind of at the last minute of 2024. Oh, 10:58, an hour and 2 minutes to spare. But everybody's doing well. Nathaniel said he even did a decent job, so I'm not exactly sure what that means. And I did hear that Cora did a good job. She was very relaxed, and I think she slept through most of it or the whole thing. So that was cool as well. But Cora, you're a big sister now. Woo-woo! Good job. So are there any meetings this week? Because there's nothing on the agenda. Is our stewardship meeting this week? Okay, so stewardship, Tuesday night, 6 p.m. Are there any other meetings this week for any of the other committees? Steve, you have elders this week? No, not. And I asked Shelly, there's no education this week, so the stewards are meeting this week. We're special. And then I believe Jeff Dumpke, the world traveler, is back from the Philippines. He's not moving very well because he flew in coach class, and he said that about halfway through, rigor mortis set in. So here, you need some help getting up there?
Normally, I'm a very good sitter, but 10 hours back there, not so good. I just want to thank you all for the support for this trip. Probably have some sort of more thorough report after a while, and maybe some pictures, although I'm not really good at taking pictures. All of my pictures are just of adorable children, because you just can't stop taking those pictures, you know. It's like, oh, there's another one. But one of the main reasons this year of going was to try to connect more with the adults in the they call it barangay, but town of Carmen. It's a remote community, and we've been ministering there for about 10 years, but it's primarily children. And it's been wonderful during that time. Probably at this point, there's about 100 children in this town that are part of the ministry. They attend weekly for Sunday services, feeding program once a week for them as well, and then numerous activities. And you might have seen some pictures on Facebook of us taking some of the older kids to a youth retreat over the weekend, just for some rest and relaxation and some teaching during that time, and a great time. Several kids really made commitments, I guess I'd say, in terms of devotion to the Lord. They're devoted, but they're like, man, we just really want to serve the Lord. It was a powerful time. And then we did have some extra money because some of you guys gave us some money, so we took some of the adults, well, some kids too, but our grandmothers from the village. We took 3 of them in their 70s, and plus some other folks to a sandbar, which is the closest thing they got to white sand. And so we took them out to this place, well, not real long, but 3 or 4 hours away from the village. And one of the fascinating phenomena when you work in a place like Carmen is these ladies spent their whole life in basically that town and around there, and they'd never seen white sand live and in person. And so they had a good time there as well. So primarily, just so you know, we're working on a couple of different goals. The biggest challenge that we have in this place is, in the United States, you'd call it food insecurity. But the idea is folks run out of money and then they can't feed themselves. And it's a big problem. It's not like people are starving, but there are times of the year for many that they're eating ants and stuff, you know, just to survive. And it's a difficult challenge to try to figure out, you know, how to help when just there's not a lot of opportunities. People do work as farmers in the sugarcane fields, and you can survive if you're working full-time, 6-7 days a week to feed your family. But if any little thing happens, where you're not working for a little bit or have some medical expenses or something else happens, then it's a problem. And so we're pondering a few things to try to help with that. The other thing that we're doing, we started a few years ago, is the kids that graduate from high school, if their grades allow, we're helping them go to college. And there's one girl that's very dear to my heart who my mom is sponsoring to go to college. She's in her second year, doing well. First person in her family ever to have that opportunity. And there will be another girl graduating this June or July that we're looking to see maybe someone would sponsor them. And then the year after that, there's going to be 4 or 5 young people graduating. It's a possible way up for them. It's still not everything, because you can graduate from college and still not have a lot of opportunities in the Philippines, but at least it gives them a shot at that. And so that's kind of in the works. We also, Sam and Laura, they bought some property at one of the universities near one of them to put in a boarding house so kids could go to school there. Property I looked at was great, just ideally located. Might start working on that as well. And so there's a few things like that. The folks there send their greetings, their blessings, and it's just kind of a pretty awesome work that God's doing. And Sam and Laura say hi. It's great to hang out with them for a while. So again, thanks for your help. Hopefully I'll have something a little slideshow-ish to look at or something in a few weeks.